the west side. Usual suspects, so what's next? Just let's ride.
Usual suspects, play to this the west. The vest won't work, cause we aiming at your head.
Mr. Criminal, young dopey on the tag team. These fools that fell asleep and woke up from a bad dream. From the west, we them usual suspects. Grew up with convicts, gangbangers and roughnecks. Stacking hustle, making that money like daily the subject. In the back of the homies, we go strapped up ready to bust text. And what's next? Became a warden of the state. They used to lock us up in cages, running from places we used to congregate. If it ain't about them dollar signs, not on my mind, won't conversate. The only Montana, the world is mine, I used to contemplate. Catch me in that S550, chasing this paper, got no time for hate. Since I entered #1, I used to claim it and I dominate. In a city full of drama, gotta dodge the snakes. Lost souls, dodging them demons, I never lost the faith.
Usual suspects, play to this the west. The vest won't work, cause we aiming at your head.
Not residents, we represent the west side. Usual suspects, so what's next? Just let's ride.
Usual suspects, play to this the west. The vest won't work, cause we aiming at your head.
Mr. Criminal, young dopey on the tag team. These fools that fell asleep and woke up from a bad dream.
My agenda, no surrender. Used to bust out of a Nissan Integra. My pistol used to look like a hockey stick. From the land where Mexicans like to politic. It's obvious that we very uncontainable. Yes, my city Inglewood unfadable. From the cradle to the grave, we give it all. The power that we have through every street brawl. Shot calling, player, I'm a born leader. With my blue flag, Chuck Taylors and wife beater. My side bitch is my girl's best friend. I swear, this criminal life I'm living on the edge. Usual suspects, play to this the west. The vest won't work, cause we aiming at your head.
Not residents, we represent the west side. Usual suspects, so what's next? Just let's ride.
Usual suspects, play to this the west. The vest won't work, cause we aiming at your head.
Mr. Criminal, young dopey on the tag team. These fools that fell asleep and woke up from a bad dream.
Man, everybody wants to be a gangster till it's time to do some gangster shit.
It's critical!
You smell the fear coming out your pores when a real gangster comes through the door. All that hard talk, homie, I don't believe it one bit. Seen you get scared when it was time to hit a lick. Your own homies out here got you on the shine. Asked about you, they replied, he ain't no homie of mine. You're the type to get treated like a bitch. Pistol whipping took for your shit, got you jumping shit. I was always told to think before you speak. I see right through the week, ready for war as they retreat. Where'd they go? How you talk, how you move, boy, doesn't add up. Act up, get your body wrapped up, all in plastic. Real killers moving silent, some sicker than the virus. Rapping how we living, but boy, you're nothing like us. Big tinted young dopey about to clear them all out. Bunch of phonies did nothing when they all got called out. Put a strap in his hands, watch how he shakes. Give me a pistol and I'll show you, homie, that we're not the same. Taking pictures with your tool, only doing it for them views. In a wheelchair and you still can't walk a mile in my shoes. Never. Applying pressure on these cowards as the weak get devoured. Position of power hit you harder like when the planes hit the towers. When it's time to take care of biz, you know I handled it. Our territory expanded it. When they called, I answered it. Quiet down, no need for talking loud. That exposure is the reason why you're about to drown. So I suggest you evaluate and start making some changes, or come in contact with familiar faces. They smell the fear coming out your pores when a real gangster comes through the door. All that hard talk, homie, I don't believe it one bit. Seen you get scared when it was time to hit a lick. Your own homies out here got you on the shine. Asked about you, they replied, he ain't no homie of mine. You're the type to get treated like a bitch. Pistol whipping took for your shit, got you jumping shit.
I ain't a puppet, another rapper mascot. Saying dumb shit just on my records, sell a lot. Matter of fact, better watch what I say, cause the feds got another RICO indictment on the way. I'm behind the scenes, nobody gotta know. Or sue the businessman, leave that gossip in 4 hoes. But when I talk about it, I really be about it. Shout out to every G that was with me in LA County when I was right there fighting back-to-back cases. Program time, stay on your toes for the mother races. Check my resume, that's the shit I'm on. Ain't all over social media bumping my gum. I ain't on TikTok doing a trendy dance. Don't check it with me cause I ain't gon' give you no pass. Everybody always wanna talk gangsta shit, but freeze up when it's time to really handle biz. They fighting over a bitch, I don't care about her. She for the streets, you in your feelings like a coward. Stop pushing up your gun when you riding on walls. You ain't a gangster, relax, you trying too hard.
You smell the fear coming out your pores when a real the door. All that hard talk, homie, I don't believe it one bit. Seen you get scared when it was time to hit a lick.
Usual suspects, play to this the West. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your head.
Not residents, we represent the West Side. Usual suspects, so what's next? Just let's ride.
Usual suspects, play to this the West. The vest won't work cause we aiming at your head.
Mr. Criminal, young dopey on the tag team. He supposed to fell asleep and woke up from his bedroom. From the West, with them usual suspects. Grew up with convicts.
Family Entertainment, Bonnie and Clyde Show. Want to give a shout out to all our sponsors. This month, our sponsors are as follows. Little Rascals Jumpers in Riverside, California. Tap in with Little Rascals when you have your next birthday party, quinceañera, graduation party. They got the dopest setups, the dopest rentals that you could get for your backyard. Jumpers, tables, the whole nine. Tell them Mr. Criminal sent you for that discount. Then next, we got my homie JB_Fitness, getting everybody right. It's summertime. Get your mind right. Follow the page for a little bit of that motivation. Tell them Mr. Criminal sent you. Then we got the homie Punching Back. You know the logo and the slogan, Punching Back. Attorney Rosenberg, my homie, defending L.A. and Southern California. Attorney Rosenberg, tap in with him. Solid sponsor, keeping everybody defended out here. All the criminals. You know how we do it. Criminal cases getting defended. Then we got Rap Kings. Tell them I sent you. Rap Kings, if you want your businesses rap, your vehicles rap, any raps that they do, you know the kings of the raps do it. Rap Kings, that's the logo right there. Tradecraft Farms. Shout out to Tradecraft Farms, keeping the Crime Family podcast lit. We in here smoking 24/7, 365. I just had our guests lit off that Tradecraft. So keep on tapping in, keep supporting, give them a follow, give all of our sponsors a follow. Much love to everybody out there, and let's keep on doing it. Much love from the Crime Family Network and Bonnie and Clyde. Let's go.
What's cracking? This is Jimbo's footage. This is Payalo.
This is Goldie.
What's up, Mr. Criminal? It's your homeboy Steven Lou.
It's your homeboy Ricardo giving a shout
Yo,
out.
what's cracking? It's me, Alvino.
This is Veronica. Monica from Miami.
Yeah.
Calling in from the San Fernando Valley.
Calling from Montebello. Already on Winter Boulevard every weekend.
Out from Denver, Colorado.
From South
And
Central
we back,
Los
baby.
Angeles.
Supporting the Crime Family Entertainment.
Crime Family Network podcast.
Mr. Criminal on air live.
Support the new Crime Family Network podcast.
I support Crime Family Entertainment.
You guys know what it is.
Supporting the Crime Family Network podcast.
Mr. Criminal on air live. The most cracking, the most talked about, the most repeatedly brought up on other podcasts' name in the West Coast. And we right here in the building in the flesh, and I'm smoking on this good tonight, getting ready and acquainted to speak to you guys about a serious topic. And usually I come in here really, really serious. I mean, on some funny shit, joking, vibing. We never really too serious. But tonight we're gonna talk about something, because there's some things that need to be addressed. And we ain't doing the weird shit tonight. We ain't doing the chismosas. We ain't doing the gossiping. We ain't gonna highlight things that don't have nothing to do with me. We're gonna talk about what my name keeps getting brought up in. Now, I said I wasn't gonna do no negativity, but tonight we're gonna clear it up. What's cracking? It's your homeboy, Mr. Criminal. I see Russia in here. What's popping? New Mexico, California, Texas, Denver, East Coast, New York, all around the world. Broadcasted live from the Crime Family compound. You know how it is, Mr. Criminal. I'm talking to Beijing, I'm talking to Japan, I'm talking to Russia, I'm talking to Hong Kong. Shout out to all the people that buy my album in Romania, Yugoslavia. We've been having this album shipping out in the craziest places all over the world. And I want to thank you guys for all the love and the support. Shout out to my baby girl, my beautiful baby girl coming through, shipping like crazy. And I want to thank all my people for making it another successful album. This is the album to celebrate. And I want to highlight that because when I put God in the title, I was a little worried. I was a little worried that I possibly might steer people away from my career. I might lose streams, I might lose fans. But I wasn't obviously that worried because I stuck to the decision. And it's paid off. God Got Me is now my highest streamed album in 1 week since I've started my career. Wow. And I want to shout out to you guys all over the world, because if it wasn't for you guys, this wouldn't be possible. It's people like you that make this possible. It's people like you that keep the conversation going and keep the support going and keep our name hot by every single day conversating about it, bringing up old shit, bringing up new stuff, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, when you're a man and you can look in the eyes of anybody out there and say, hey, I stand on what I believe in. Hey, this is what I represent. Hey, I'm gonna claim the blood of Jesus. I'm gonna represent what I represent since I was in the streets, but I'm gonna show them a different way. And you know, when you're doing stuff like that, you might make some enemies along the way, which I have. When you're doing stuff like that, you might offend some people, like I have. When you're doing that, you might make some people very jealous along the way, which I have, and it's okay. Like I've said many times, I embrace it. Whatever happens in my life, I embrace it, and I mean that. God bless everybody. God is good. There's a lot of good energy out there, and I want to embrace the fact that we did 110,000 streams, and it hasn't even been a full week yet. Today's Tuesday, right? The album came out last Thursday, and we are now at 500,000 streams combined. 500,000 streams. I'm trying to hit to at least 750 to 1 million. So if you guys want to pick that up, keep it popping. Maybe one of these Spotify lists will pick it up organically. I don't believe in paying for shit like that. I don't believe in doing too much like that. Just let the fans take it where it's gonna take it. Critical, you know me.
Yeah.
Since we've been working, if one of our songs isn't popping like I would expect it to, I'm gonna back off. I'm not gonna keep pushing it. Is that right or wrong?
No, you're 100% right.
Even when we got one of our biggest songs cracking, no matter what it is, I might post it 3-4 times. By the next week, I'm over it. Because I'm very, very firmly believe that if your music's good, you don't have to shove it down their throats. You don't have to buy billboards. You don't have to stand in front of their face and beg them to play it. And you know what happens? You get 750 million streams later. And that's what's happening. I looked at our streams today, Critical. We got 268,000 streams and views on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
We got over 100 million on Spotify. We got over 30-something million, I think it was in the last few years, just on Apple Music. And then you got to remember, I'm removing the fact that I didn't have control of all my high-power music.
Yeah.
Universal Records releases, Kosh releases. So you add that and compile that on top of everything, add street sales and physical copies to everything, and add that to the equation. We passed 1 billion for sure. But until we hit that billion, a true billion on streams, I'm not satisfied. So we're gonna keep on pushing. We're gonna keep on knocking it down because the millions, we done that. We've been hot for years. We've been doing that. We get the millions of views, all that. People get excited to get that, and they might do that for 6 months, a year, and then they never talked about it again. But we've been doing this shit for 23 years. So I want to thank you guys for all this continued support that you guys give, because if it wasn't for you guys out there, I wouldn't be able to say this. And I'm going to say something. I pride myself in being able to say that my fans support me and support me through and through. You guys support my tribulations. You guys support my trials. You guys could support my ups, my downs. When I feel like I'm having a bad day, you guys make me feel better. When I'm going through some shit, the music's always there. But one thing I won't do is let people play with my name in this game when it comes to what I stand and what I represent and what I stand for. Now, I seen 3 things come across, and I said I wasn't gonna speak about the negativity no more. I wasn't gonna dive into no bullshit. But now this one is a little bit more serious, because this isn't cheese, man. This is real talk. This is real life. This is real situations, and there's situations that if it's not cleared up and aired out properly, it might look a certain way. So I'm the person that don't give a damn of how anybody feels, except for the people I love. And I love my family, I love my team, and I love my fans, and I mean that. So with all due respect, I feel like I owe an explanation to you. Haters and all the podcasters and the vloggers, I don't give a fuck about what they think, because they run with whatever anyways. Next week is going to be a different story. Someone gets beat up, someone's talking shit about somebody. The game's turned into a circus, and I didn't want to be a part of the circus no more. I stepped back and I said, you know what? The clown show is starting to affect my building, and I got to keep the clowns out. And that starts with me. If I'm acting a little bit out of pocket with what I'm committed to in this game, I need to check myself. So that's what I did. And right now I told myself, you know what? I'm not going to be a part of this, but somehow my name always trickles in it. Somehow my name is a trending topic. Somehow, hate it or love it, whether they say they don't like me, whether they love me, whether they don't like me, whether they don't think I got fans, somehow my name is the most talked about thing on these people's channels. And I seen a very serious situation to me. And I laughed it off at first. Then I got mad. Then I got, I laughed it off at first. Then I got frustrated. Then I got to a place of communication and trying to make it to where it didn't get to a place of where people are questioning this and taking away from the success of our album, God Got Me. But I said, you know what? The clown show is always gonna be on the road. You can't stop the clown show. It's just in a different city every week. So what can I do? Can I stop the clown show or could I correct the clown show? So tonight we're gonna correct it. Have I ever worked with SPM in my life? Hell no, I've never worked with that gentleman. I'm not here to out-talk anybody and disrespect anybody off top. I'm gonna start with that. But I'm gonna spit facts, and I'm gonna spit facts that are real. It came up, and I guess it was somebody's good idea to them to put my name in a conversation that said, I worked with SPM before. Now, if you look at my career, you look at my track history, you look at my records, you know who I've worked with. You know who I've sold millions of records with. You guys know who I've signed my name on the dotted line with. You know who I've collaborated with, and I've done it proudly. You can never find in Mr. Criminal's career from year 2000 to 2023 any receipts of me working with this gentleman. That's number one. Number two, there was a situation that got brought up and someone said that my name got exposed by working with this cat. Well, let me expose you guys with something real quick. Let me expose something to you, slow lane. No time on your hand, too much time on your hands having motherfuckers that can't read between the lines and think about it, right? I'm gonna state this now and I'm gonna speak my truth. I'm cool as fuck with Baby Bash. As a matter of fact, Baby Bash was a witness to me getting ran up on by Gold Toes and about 30 Norteños at one time. Backstage, Salt Lake City, where it's predominantly Norteños, in 2004 or 5, when the shit was popping, when it was active, when fools were getting stomped out, packed out, beat the fuck down at shows all day. Mr. Criminal left the show in Denver, Colorado with about 50 high-powered soldiers, flew with my cameraman, a dude named Roger, me and Roger by ourselves, jumped on a plane and went to Salt Lake City because my song, Mami Mira, was getting played on the radio, and I had no choice but to show up to a station in Salt Lake City and rock it. It was me, 3-6 Mafia, Bubba Sparks, Baby Bash, 8-Ball and MJG, and Mr. Criminal. That was the lineup. Me and Baby Bash got a great relationship. Like I said, he stood right there and seen me deal with that situation with Gold Toes, and I would never speak out of pocket of 30 dudes that ran up on me and could have pressed the shit out of me. They could have hurt me. They could have packed me out. And I always will respect that they seen something deeper in me and respected the G in me. And I respected that the way that, even back then, I could tell that Gold Toes was a good communicator. Straight up. Now, fast forward years later, Baby Bash gives me a call. Baby Bash always said I was one of the sickest spitters out here, number one. He said, nephew, you out here killing shit. Ain't too many vatos out here, ain't too many Latinos out here that got bars like you, that could spit like you. Shout out to the 222 consistent people watching right now. If you guys don't know, that's a beautiful number, and that means that we're at the right place at the right time, Critical. And right now, 222, I'm gonna ride with it, and it just jumped up to 231. But what I'm gonna say is this. Baby Bash hit me and said, I need you on some shit. First of all, if you guys don't know who Baby Bash is a very successful commercial artist. He's not considered Chicano rap. He's not a gang member. He's not affiliated with gangs. He's actually a neutral dude that flies proudly the Latino flag all over the United States. And if you guys didn't have any education, Baby Bash was actually one of the first artists with Latin flavor signed to a major. So he was signed to Clive Davis and discovered by Clive Davis. The same dude that discovered, I believe, I don't want to say the wrong names, but I mean, huge artists. Go look at Clive Davis's resume. That's what I'm going to say right now. How about this? Let me do this, because I'm going to make a point right now. Who has Clive David made famous? I said Clive David. Who has Clive Davis made famous? Okay, this dude worked with Sly and the Family Stone, which was a 70s rock group. Bruce Springsteen, Chicago, Billy Joel, Bay City Rollers, Blood, Sweat and Tears, Ace of Base, Aerosmith, Pink Floyd. I mean, come on. Do I have to still read this list to you guys? So if you consider Baby Bash Chicano rap, when he was signed to this gentleman and discovered by this gentleman commercially, you guys got something else. Baby Bash started with Latino Velvet, a group back in the days, moving around, doing things from the Bay Area to Texas. He's never, ever, I can never say I ever remember him claiming anything. He used to go by Baby Beach. So with that background being said, when he calls me, I'm thinking of the Clive Davis Baby Bash. I'm thinking of the Body Like a Cyclone Baby Bash. I'm thinking of the Sugar Sugar Baby Bash. If the homie needs a verse from Mr. Criminal, that was an honor to me. Hey, Baby Bash, a commercially successful Latino in this game that's killed it and crushed Billboard records, had #1 songs with Frankie J, which was connected to Selena's legacy through the Cumbia Kings. Like, do you understand? I know my history in this music shit. I'm not the average bear out here. I know what I'm involved with. I know the people that I'm scraping and rubbing elbows with. I said, hell yeah, Bash, what you need me on? He said, I'm doing some shit with Lucky Luciano, and we're recording a whole album together. I said, that's dope. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know Bash's music. I don't know Lucky Luciano shit like that. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I never was a fan of dope house music or the records or the SPM movement or none of that. I know Baby Bash used to be affiliated with it loosely, but I'm not gonna sit here in front. We didn't bump that. We didn't bump that in my homies' lowriders. We didn't bump that down the boulevards. I didn't bump that smoking in my room with the homies. So I didn't really know that Lucky Luciano's a good dude. Shout out to him, chasing his dreams, taking care of his family, preaching the word of the Lord. I respect him. But I'm just keeping it real. I'm telling my story. Now I'm talking Mr. Criminal story and what I know in my interactions in the game. I knew of him. I heard of him. I seen the album covers with SPM raking in leaves of money. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't know it. But did I ever hear any of his fucking music? No. The only time I ever heard SPM's music is when Pocos Pero Locos put him on the compilation. He had 2 songs on there. And I was scratching my head why he was even on there. But that's a different conversation. Number 3. When you work with an artist like Baby Bash, and I'm gonna correct it, because when I spoke to another podcaster and I was correcting him on this, I actually was wrong. I said it was a Baby Bash and Paul Wall album. That was another feature he asked me to do. So my bad about that. I was incorrect on that aspect. This was the Lucky Luciano album. So when I record a song with Baby Bash and I'm smoking in my studio and I'm chilling and vibing out, you think the last thing that comes to my mind is who he was recording music with 25 fucking years ago. The last thing that's on my mind is the last time I seen him, the last interactions we had, the last big ass shows we rocked together, which Baby Bash knows we did about 15, 20,000 people in an arena. Can't none of you motherfuckers, many of you dudes say that. As my song was on the radio blazing the airwaves. So check it out. They put out the album, and when I did the feature, I'm not asking them, hey dog, where is it going at? Are you gonna put it through Sony with Clive Davis? Or are you gonna put it through Bashtown Records? Or are you gonna put it through this? Or are you gonna go back 25 years and rekindle your relationship with SPM? Like, get the fuck out of here. This ain't my business, homes. Like, I could give a fuck what Bash does as long as he don't put me in a position that makes me look bad, which I never saw coming, and I don't think still made me look bad. It can't, because I'm telling you what it is. So I did the song with Bash. I recorded it. We rocked it. It's on an album called Player Made Mexicans. And we rocked it. I was proud of it. We killed that shit. And fast forward, he asked me to get on a record with him and Paul Wall. We killed that too. It's called Gelato. And that's on their albums. I got about 6 or 7 songs with Bash I never even released. I got songs right now sitting in my hard drive on my computer I never released. I never been thirsty to put out music just because of a name. I got songs with 3 6 Mafia, Too Short. I got a banger with 3 6 Mafia. But I never liked the way the mix came out. So I'm not thirsty just to put out music, just to put out music. So my point is this. If it makes sense, it makes sense. Years later, I'm chilling at my house and I see a line come up and I'm trying to have a good day. You know the devil disturbs your peace when you're trying to have peace. God Got Me just came out. I had just told everybody I'm not speaking on no negativity. Now some person spoke on me last week and called the person that she was interviewing her a bitch because I left her on unseen and read. Now, if I wanted to, I could have dug into that because this person has millions of followers and is very big in the community. And I could have dug in that shit. I could have been like, what's this person calling a person a bitch, acting distasteful because I haven't responded to her? Because she wanted to be on my podcast. Now, a few days later, she was involved in an incident and I could have dug on that. But I didn't. I'm staying away from all this shit. A Chicano rapper called my line and was like, hey, dog, what's up with this? I stopped him. I said, hey, homie, I don't want to hear about none of that shit. Mix me out of the drama. I don't want it. I really don't. But what I do, and I will not allow, is my name to be put in a situation where it says I've been exposed. Ain't nobody exposed me, homie. When it comes to SPM, working with SPM, somebody's wrong. And that keeps coming up. I seen on another dude's podcast today, he took a phone call and they said, hey, do you think that Criminal Capone knew about this situation with him? He says, well, I think that they knew that he was whatever his offense is. I'm not going to say it because my channel's too valuable to say those stupid ass words right here. But of course I fucking knew it, homie. Come on, everybody knows it. Who the fuck don't know that? That wasn't the question. Did I know that it was going to be on an album that was going to go through this dude's distribution? Fuck no. I'll answer that myself. Get Baby Bash on the line right now and ask him if he ever told me that shit was gonna be on SPM or Dope House Records. Fuck no. Hell no. And if you would have told me that, straight up, I would have told him, Bash, with all due respect, we homies, but put me on something else, big dog. You know I don't fuck with that. That's a sensitive subject. I got a daughter, homie. I have children. I have a godson. I have 2 godsons. I have family, I have nieces and nephews. If anybody ever tried in their life, put me in a room with anybody that in any way, shape, or form has created any type of harm in any way, I know what I would do. So for somebody to say that I okayed that or was down with that, man, fuck you. That's the only thing I'll say disrespectful on this show. Straight up. If you didn't correct that, homie, you're trying to lead the people to think that that's who I am, man, God don't like ugly. That's why I'm going to leave that. See? Sometimes you get out of your character. When it comes to shit like that, homes, because at the end of the day, I know what I'll do. I don't play with that. And I told the podcaster this, and he's a homie, but I told him with some game, I said, dog, there's a lot of you that can't show up. There's a lot of you that don't show your face. But I look into every single one of you guys' eyes, and I'm all around the United States with my beautiful wife, solo. You won't see Criminal with 20 securities. You won't see me with 1. You might see me with 1 homeboy, maybe. As a matter of fact, I've been rolling with the homie Temps lately. He's in a wheelchair. Stop thinking that I'm not out here accessible and I'm not looking in the eyes of my people and being real with them. How could I do that if I was a fake? If I was doing stupid, questionable shit like that? Working with somebody with a jacket like this. Now, this gentleman that we're speaking on, he has his own demons to face and his own cross to carry the rest of his life. That ain't my situation. I was also taught to mind my own business. And maybe that's why I fucked up getting in this podcast game. But I didn't, because I know how to separate the bullshit from the real. And I'm going to mind my business when it comes to his situation, because what I'm going to say is whatever he's dealing with is his shit. That ain't my family. That ain't my homeboy. He ain't from my state. He ain't even from my fucking state. that shit could get cleaned up over there. But did I work with him? Did I know I've worked with him? Have I ever willingly done music with him? Have I ever been a fan of Dope House Records? Fuck no. And whoever don't like that, oh well. I really don't care. If you feel offended by it, oh well. I know that that's a legendary label in Houston. But I'm from Southern California. And I got love for Houston. I got love for Dallas. I got love for San Antonio, Paso, Christie, everywhere. Corpus, McAllen, Fort Worth, Austin, Odessa, Midland. There's not a place in Texas I ain't fucking been and rocked the show at. So I know how you guys get down. I know how the fan base is over there. This dude's like a god to you guys. And I get it. If that's how you feel, everybody has their own agenda and their own right as an American and as a man to do whatever the fuck they want. But me, you ain't never caught Mr. Criminal bumping SPM. And I'm gonna mean that, and I'm gonna say that. Now, I'm not gonna do the rah-rah and sit here and talk all kinds of shit. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna pray for my enemies. I'm gonna pray for the people that try to mislead. You see, that's the difference between true leaders and people that are doing it for the wrong reasons. Now, I have faith in some of these cats. I have faith in some of these cats that their actions that they were doing might have been lack of knowledge. I have faith in these cats that some of these situations might have been lack of understanding. But now I'm just seeing fucking stupidity. So that's why I'm gonna leave it at. Be smarter, gente. If you guys are smarter, be smarter than that. Now, I do know one thing. I looked at my shit this week, and I know that we're the hottest podcast out here. Hate it or love it, we got the most numbers. Hate it or love it, we got the most impressions. Hate it or love it, I just put out my album. Hate it or love it, I'm independently killing them. Hate it or love it, I don't gotta break bread with no label. I don't pay for views. We don't hype shit up. I don't gotta go to radio stations to hype up my own shit. I got my own radio station right here. So what I'm saying is this. I'm so self-absorbed in my own hustle and in my own bubble, I don't give a fuck about what's going on outside these doors. Anything outside these doors are chisme to me. If it don't involve my team and my people, leave that shit out of my circle. We don't want to hear about it. You know why? Because there's enough channels that they don't got no good music to put out, that's all they could do is talk about some other people and shit. And then there's some good channels that do good, like reviews and play games and interview people and tell stories. We all know the difference. And we all know that the people that come and they come in with these agendas of bad energy, bad moves, bad intentions, it never lasts. You know what ends up cleaning them up? We don't even got to do it. The energy of the world will clean them up. So you guys have your fun. I hope you guys are having a good run. You see this face? Whenever you need a good thumbnail, I'll post properly for you and give it to you properly. Let's give it to you guys right. You know, I was going to question this too. One of these podcasters, they keep using my thumbnail, and my wife pointed this out. Now, this is a hella questionable. She said, I think this guy really likes you. I said, why? He's always using that same shirt with the picture with your shirt off. I don't know. Something weird there. My wife pointed that out. But what I'm saying is this. We all men trying to chase our families. I seen someone else say, talking about this. And at the end he goes, hey, take care of your families. Go focus on your families at the end. I like that. That's what we should do, because that's what I'm doing from now on. I don't care about what the next man's doing. I don't care. If it's not popping right here, if they ain't in my door, I'm not going to worry about it, bro. So that's it. That's why I'm going to explain that like that. Now, number two, I'm going to speak about Gotos. Because people think that he's dissing me. People think that he's actually was on another podcast dissing me. Little do they know that we've had great communication. The last time I spoke about this situation on my live about them circling me and hitting me up, Little Grifo hit me up from San Diego. And he's like, hey, Gold Toes wants to holler at you. What's popping? I thought it was some beef. I was like, what's up? Tell him to holler. What's cracking? He got on the phone, hella respectful. He said he remembered it a little differently. And I explained to him exactly the way I remembered it. And he said, okay. And he started kind of remembering it back. And, you know, it's 25 fucking years ago. We both might have it wrong a little bit. At the end of the day, we're all men. And I know I walked out there without a scrape on me. And he had the power to make that happen that day. And I had the power to kick it off too. Because obviously I was standing there very, 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 very confident for a reason. So I know if something were to happen, I wouldn't have been the only one to go down. But I'm glad by the grace of God that didn't happen. But what I am going to say is this. I cleared that up today. And I said, hey, what's up with this situation that people were saying that you said some shit about me getting exposed on this podcast? He said, homie, this is what I'm talking about. People want to see us just divided. People want to see motherfuckers go to war. The only time we get on the phone is over some beef, criminal. He said, I said, take a look at who's on that album, and I'm going to leave it at that if he was a no good. He explained to me that E40's on the album, Spice One's on the album. He named like 15 artists. He said, it's crazy to me how our culture will pick the two homies from Southern California and focus on that. You know why? Because it's a bunch of leeches out here, Critical. It's a bunch of leeches out here, baby girl. It's a bunch of leeches out here, Crime Family. And they got to attach to anything that's relevant to any type of news line because they can't get shit relevant on their own. And I'm sorry for that, but that's the truth. Now we're going to speak of some truth. Let's expose that. It's going to take a lot to expose me. And I'm not trying to challenge nobody. If you want to, go ahead. I'm tired of this rap game anyways. It's just getting so fake, so clouded with bullshit, so out of control. And I've been reading comments and seeing people say that podcast is a new rap game. No, it's fucking not. None of you podcasters are making no noise and moves like a rapper was making back in the days. And I mean that respectfully. I read that on a comment somewhere. But it is this. There's enough money for all of us, and we could all be successful. We don't have to tear each other down. We ain't got to do it. I invite each and every one of you guys to a friendly lunch. Let's sit down. Let's chop it up. Let's have a good conversation. Let's look each other eye to eye as men and get through our conversations and problems as men do. That's what kings used to do. I don't think kings used to sit on their thrones in each kingdom and sit there and just send letters through their messengers and say, this is it. Nah, they stood on the front line and they went to war with their people. But I'm going to tell you like this. And to that comment that you just made with the $5, I'm going to tell you like this. God knows my destiny and my fate. And whatever it is, I embrace it, baby. I ain't worried about nothing. I walked this planet my whole life, dodging death, dodging overdoses, seeing people around me overdose, seeing people around me lose themselves mentally because they got stuck and misled into the wrong direction. I've seen people throw their lives away by making wrong decisions. I've lasted so many things. This is nothing. This cannot break me. This cannot do nothing but make me more communicative and more stronger. So guess what? You guys made me more stronger. You guys made me realize what the truth is out here. And the truth is the game is watered down. The truth is it's getting fake as hell. It's faker than a $3 bill out here. Because you know why? Most of the people that leave these type of comments and these type of messages, behind the scenes, they praise you. They send messages of respect and love and embracement. The carpet don't match the drapes. And I'm gonna leave it at that with these bitch ass fools, if you get what I mean. And that's what I'm gonna say, man. But on to another topic. No, Gold Toast did not expose me. No, Crazy Hood Media. I never been exposed by no Gold Toast on there. No, I've never worked with SPM. No, I don't sympathize with people with that type of jacket on them. And no, I don't condone in the circus shit that's been going around in the game the last few weeks. That's it. What else could I talk about? God Got Me's killing it. Much love to all the people that's feeling it. Yeah, to the ceiling, I be spilling it. Smoking on this shit, it gives adrenaline. For me to spit, off of the time I'm sick. They know. The clique, crime family. Understand me. Trying to get a Grammy. So I could leave the drama behind. All the shit you heard was lies. Don't be surprised, I'm hypnotized. Mr. Criminal's on the rise, despise all these clowns and crabs in the bucket. So back in the days, it's still fuck it. I ain't punching in. Just clutching on the broken pen. Yeah, but anyways, I just have fun. I like to freestyle. 322 people in the building. Shout out to everybody all over the world. We have 41 million impressions, 1.1 million unique viewers. That means that you guys help 1.1 million unique viewers in the last 90 days. Help my shit reach almost 8 million views. Shout out to you guys. That means there's consistent, organic support. That means this shit can't be faked. You guys could fake music videos. You guys could fake the numbers on your Instagrams. You guys could fake all that. You can't fake numbers on Apple Music. You can't fake numbers on Spotify. When I looked and I saw I got 30 million cold, hard numbers on Instagram, I said, damn. I mean, Apple Music. That's the hardest one to get played on because that's the most expensive format. So we killed it, man. And we're going to continue to kill it. If I quit the game right now and they told me I only did 2 million, I'll be thanking the Lord. But we're almost to 1 billion. Critical. 1 billion streams, homie. I had to do the count because I thought I made it last night. I said, I hit 1 billion streams. I asked my son, I said, what's 1 billion? He said 1,000 million. I said, shit, I got a little way to go. But just think about that. Little Criminal from the broken blocks where all the dope fiends was, where all the fools were shooting bullets out of windows and people were running for their lives, throwing away their lives. Made it. And we almost at 1 billion streams with no record, no radio play, no major label, no cosign. And it's all 100% self-owned. So shout out to you guys. Real self-made shit right here. But yeah, just wanted to make sure that you guys knew. I'm feeling tired right now, guys. I'm pretty tired. My voice is starting to go out. I can feel it. It's been a long road. But we are here, Crime Family Entertainment, and I just dropped a hard-ass track, and I'm going to drop it in the next few weeks. And we got another video dropping Thursday. So much love to everybody supporting the brand new video, Venomous, spelled wrong, is up right now. And they said, hey, Criminal, you spelled it wrong. I said, I did that on purpose. I spelled Rider Music wrong, too. I spell Rider Music R-Y-D-E-R. I can spell shit however I want. Didn't they spell fat and rap P-H-A-T? I learned that when I was like 5 years old. You guys are corny. Corny. Venomous spelled all fucked up because I still got my ESL. I still haven't learned. Shout out to you guys for making me the most successful ESL artist on the West Coast. I love it. But yeah, that's it. I ain't got much more to say, man. Shout out to everybody out there purchasing God Got Me, streaming God Got Me. And I just want to ask everybody tonight, do you like guacamole? I had a question to ask. You guys like guacamole? That's when the bed broke on Step Brothers. You guys know what's up, man. Much love and respect to everybody out there. And shout out to Gold Toes for having proper communication because that conversation could have went south today. Literally. And I told him, you know what I told him before we hung up? He said, hey, dog, you know, we just got to have clear communication, all this. And I threw a little jab before he hung up. I'm going to hell for this one. I said, yeah, but what I didn't like, Combs, is when you stood up on a camera and you showed that fucking San Francisco jersey, homie. He said, get the fuck out of here. You know what? That broke the ice. So I'm glad that we could have that good, lighthearted conversation instead of being like, fuck you. Homie, nah, fuck you. That's too typical, right? Does that mean that we're going to be the bestest friends in the world? Possibly. I'm just kidding. Does that mean that we're gonna sing Kumbaya together? Definitely not. But could we see eye to eye and agree to disagree or agree on something? Hell yeah, that's what grown man shit is. And if you don't know, that's part of communication on all levels. But much love to everybody out there. Much love and respect. Shout out to everybody out there. You know what's up. And you know what's cracking. What else is popping? I know that God Got Me is streaming like crazy. I still want to know if you guys want to see the Shadow, the Mr. Shadow feature, or the Be Real feature first. And I want to know that. And they said I'm out here giving shout outs to the opposition. No, I'm not doing that. I'm speaking with communication. Sometimes kings have to speak. Sometimes before you go to war, you have to have communication with the other side. Simple as that. Much love and respect to everybody out there. And sometimes when you have peace, all times when you have peace, you have to do that. If you ain't from a neighborhood, then you don't understand. I done had meetings in the 90s with people that blew my homies' heads off. So if you ain't got that experience, you ain't really from these calles. You don't know how to communicate with your enemigas, you ain't from the calles. We be in Griffith Park, 100, 300, 400, 500 deep with motherfuckers that done stabbed each other, shot each other in the 90s. Communication, baby. Boss shit, baby. Leadership, baby. Something you peon motherfuckers will never understand. Don't put me in no weird ass conversation. Mr. Criminal, West Side shit, you already know what's popping. Much love and respect to everybody out there. God bless. I still see snappers, bitch ass little cronies coming in here and telling fables from 30 years ago. It's all good. Let's keep it popping. Much love and respect. You motherfuckers wish you could be in the position like me, independently killing it, sitting in your own building, dripping, doing what you do. Until then, you fools just stay behind the screen and keep on dropping them little hating remarks. Much love and respect. Critical, you got anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, I just got my new game system.
What is that?
Yeah, I got the Lenovo Legion Go, bro.
Okay, so the Lenovo Legion Go is not going to save you from an ass whooping. So plug that in. Give me a stick and let's go. Because I don't give a fuck what system it's on. I'm trying to see.
You bursted that idea, man. I'm excited for it.
You know what, dog? I think that it's time, dog. We all got to enjoy ourselves a little. We've been working so hard, big dog.
Yeah.
Ain't that a trip? The music always comes in. I've been kind of tired of this hustling, chasing dollars. Ain't that a trip, though?
That's dope.
Ain't that a trip? But you know what I think, though? And I think this for reals. We work so hard, Critical, that it's good to take off once in a while. Friday, I told you, dog, let's not come in here Friday. Let's take Friday off. We need a break. Sometimes we need breaks. Just like I need a break from this. I was trying to go an hour, but I'm over my time. So much love and respect. That's how it is. Much love and respect to everybody out there, but ain't nobody got exposed. Ain't nobody talking shit. I cleared it up today. Ain't nobody ever did no shit with Gold Toes. I'm sorry, SPM. And what else? Who else could I say? I guess that's it. That's all I could say. Much love and respect. We do not condone anybody with those type of jackets, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. You're never gonna see me doing anything like that. And now I'm gonna go home with my beautiful wife. I'm gonna go eat good, and I'm gonna go watch The Elf.
Nice.
6 inches. Much love and respect to everybody. Shout out to Jimbo's footage. Shout out to everybody out there in the world. Nothing but love, positive energy, respect, good vibes your way. Good vibrations. God bless and much respect. We out.